We can start on our backs today. And as always, your legs can be straight or bent, resting out or resting in, whatever feels good for you. I invite you to close your eyes. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just relax your lids and fix your gaze on one point and take your awareness inward. Feeling the back of the head on the ground, the upper back and shoulder blades, backs of the arms, spine and the muscles in the back. The backs of the legs if they're on the ground, the feet. And then remain inside the body to notice the feel of the breath. Breathing deliberately, slowly, deeply, filling the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. And take the arms overhead, reach them long, and just see if that affects the breathing at all. You know, extending that inhale by reaching through the fingertips. And then let the arms rest back down. Cross the right leg over the left leg and then lift the left foot. You can hook the foot under if that's available or just stay as you are. Bring the right hand onto the right thigh and the left hand on top of that. And take a deep breath in. And then when you exhale, press the thigh into the hands into the thigh, and pull the belly in. Inhale, relax, breathe deep. Exhale, press. Continue like that. Last one on this side. And then just bring the foot down, but don't uncross the legs. If you have the foot hooked behind, you can unhook the foot, but keep the legs crossed. Take the arms out to the side, and then move your hips over to the right. Drop your knees over to the left. Move your head over to the left, and then turn it to the right. Inhale, squeeze the legs together. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze. And relax. Continue like that. If you really don't like the squeezing part, you can let that go. The next inhale brings you back up. Release the leg. Cross the left over the right. And then lift the right foot and hook the foot under if you're able. Or just leave it if you're not. That's fine. Left hand on left thigh, right hand on left hand. Inhale. Exhale. Press thigh into hand, hand into thigh. Scoop the belly in. Going. Release the right foot down. Unhook the left foot if it was hooked. Bring the arms out to the side. Move the hips over to the left and drop the knees to the right. And then move the head over to the right and turn it to the left. Inhale, squeeze the legs together. Exhale, relax. Continue like that, either squeezing or not, however it serves you best. And come back to center. Uncross the leg. Square off your hips and your body. And then bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out to the side. And rest your hands on your inner thighs. Breathing deep and imagining that you're breathing to your hands. And release the hands, lift the knees. Bring the hands onto the knees. And then just circle the knees around, both of them in the same direction. Just massaging the back in this way. Maybe bringing your attention to the point of contact on the back, noticing how there's a circle there. I think of it sometimes as the face of a clock, and you're just going around the numbers on the clock, and then reverse direction. And back to center. And then rock lengthwise on your spine, kicking your feet for momentum, coming up to balance on your sit bones. And then the hands can come behind the backs of the legs and pull the hands toward you to kind of help lift the spine and the chest. Drop the chin, relaxing the neck and the face. And then if you're able, release your arms. If you want to work harder, the arms can come up overhead. If you want to work harder, straighten your legs. Breathe a nice, long, slow, steady breath. Slowly lower the feet down. Lift the arms up if they're not already up. Take a breath in, and then slowly lower down, chin to chest. Inhale here at the bottom. Exhale, chin to chest, peeling yourself back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. Exhale, roll yourself down with control. Use the entire exhale. When you get down, relax your hands and inhale. Exhale, peel back up. Try to keep your heels on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale up. Following your own pace. More rounds. And the next time you come into your forward bend, stay there. We'll take hold of opposite elbows, framing the head inside the arms. Flex the feet, pulling the toes in, pressing the heels out. Press down through the thighs, feel your legs engage. And then inhale and reach your elbows forward. Exhale, pull your belly in. Inhale, reach long. Legs stay active. Exhale, belly in. Try to keep that breath really long. Let the exhale be passive, just letting go of whatever tightness that inhale accentuates. And then relax the arms, roll yourself up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, bring the right hand down behind you and bring the left hand either to the outside of the left foot, if you're able to reach that, or the left leg. And then lift the leg off the ground. Inhale, lift the chest, get tall through the spine, and then send the arm back and turn and look back at your right hand. You can aim your right leg over toward the left a little bit more, maybe enjoying that extra stretch through the hip. Feel the breath becoming both long and wide on the inhale. So if you think of like a cross, an X, and then going up and out. And then come around to the front, release the arms and hold, 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 and relax down. Inhale the arms up, get tall. Exhale the left hand to the ground, the right hand to the outer foot or outer leg. Use your hand to lift the leg. Press down into your back hand to lift your spine. And then exhale and turn to your left and take the left arm up, gazing at your left thumb, getting tall with each inhale and emptying with each exhale. Moving both up and wide. Come back around to the front, send the arms forward, keep the leg lifted, keep the chest lifted, hold, relax, breathe, and relax down, and send the arms straight up. Pull the shoulders down, flex the feet. Keep lengthening through the spine. And be here and use whatever effort you need to use to be here, but not have it be a struggle or a strain. Relaxing the face, feeling a sense of ease and relaxation right along with the work. And relax the hands down. Cross the ankles and flip over them onto hands and knees. Now we'll start with a table, and then I'll give different options for those who like to work harder. So really all that matters is that you move the spine and you decide how you want to do it. You can inhale and curl the tailbone up and ripple that wave up to the eyes lifting. And then exhale, curl the tailbone down and bringing the head dropping. Or the hands can come in front of you and you can inhale into your same cow and exhale into downward dog. Or you can inhale and roll over onto the tops of your feet and come into an upward dog and then exhale into a downward. Whichever version you're doing, make your way back onto your knees. And then we'll come onto our bellies. And just begin with your forehead resting on stacked hands, feeling the way the breath rises and falls and connects with the ground. And then release your hands and clasp them behind you, noting which thumb is on the outside. And roll the shoulder blades in as you lift the arms up away from your body. Press the tailbone down, lift the head, lift the chin, lift the chest. The feet are on the ground for now. Just focusing on the heart, breathing, expanding, lifting. You can reach back through your toes. And relax down. Turn and rest on your cheek. Let the feet rest, the hands rest. And then bring your head back to center. Press down through your hips, pelvis, tailbone. Inhale, lift the arms, shoulders roll back, chest lifts. Then we'll come into our full locust pose, lifting the legs so that you're just balancing kind of at your pubic bone. And then inhale, float everything else up. And exhale, sink down into the places that are touching the ground, but nothing else. And relax down, turn your head the other way, let your feet relax, your arms and hands. And then bring your hands under your shoulders, bring your head center. Push yourself up, curl the toes under, come into downward facing dog. Pull the elbows down, pull the shoulders down the back. Let your head hang down, let your chest relax and release toward your thighs. Press forward through all 10 fingers, shifting your weight back. Press your thighs back, pressing your heels down. And then just breathe long through the spine. Inhale, right leg comes up, look forward. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. And bring the hands onto the thighs unless you're feeling like that's just not what you want to do today and you want to leave your hands on the ground, that's fine. We're stretching that left hip flexor, and where your hands are won't matter a whole lot. So we start here with the hands on the thighs if you're there, and then push down to lift taller. And then keep the right hand there, bring the left arm up. And then inhale, reach up through that left pinky. And then exhale, back through the thumb. And then push back through that left heel. And if your hands are on the ground, you want to really work at lengthening back through that left foot. And then aim the tailbone forward. The right hand can stay a little bit active. Slow, steady breath. And then let's take it over to the left. Reaching across over to the right. Reaching across with the left hand. Notice how deepening the breath deepens the stretch. And then we'll take that left elbow and hook it over the right leg. Bring the right hand to the left hand. Take a breath in. And then exhale, push down with the right hand, moving the hands toward the heart center. Turn your gaze up and back. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Come center. Bring the hands down. Step the right foot back into a plank. Lift the belly to support the back. Modifying plank with the knees on the ground is totally fine. It's just that you want to still have a plank. So if the knees are on the ground, sometimes people tend to lift their hips a little too high. You still want to have that straight line that makes it a plank. And then we're going to bend the elbows and hover down over. So if you're only able to do that with the knees on the ground, bring the knees on the ground. Hovering, holding, breathing. And then push into the hands, lift yourself up, roll to the tops of your feet, taking upward dog. If you're not able to do upward dog for any reason, then you'll take cobra. So cobra is not the same thing with the knees on the ground. Cobra has the pubic bone on the ground as well. It's a very deep back bend. Upward dog, perhaps not as deep, but see which one is going to work for you. You want to bring the back ribs forward, the heart center up, and the eyes up, the shoulders back. And then curl the toes, press back into downward dog. If you need a rest, you can take child's pose. Let your downward dog be active, lengthening from hands to hips on the inhale and from hips to heels on the exhale. Then on your next inhale, lift the left leg, look forward, exhale, step the foot up between the hands. If you're going to stay here in runner's lunge, make sure your hips are nice and low and your back leg is nice and straight. If you're gonna lift up, go ahead, start with both hands on the left thigh, and then lift the right arm up. Good, just reaching up. And then we'll inhale and lift up through the pinky and exhale back through the thumb. Bring the tailbone forward. And then reach over to the left. Press back through the heel. And then lean out through your heart as you come down and hook the elbow over the thigh. Left hand on top of the right hand. Deep breath in. On an exhale, press down, left hand to right, turning the chest up toward the palms. Come center, bring the hands down, step back into plank. And we'll take it into side plank, rolling over to the outer right foot. That left foot can stay on the ground, or if you're able to stack it and balance, bring it on top of the other foot. And then you can take the arm straight up overhead or reach it across past your head. You can close your eyes if you want to challenge your balance. And come down, back into plank, and over to the other side. Again, it's not necessary to have the foot stacked. It's not even necessary to be on the feet. You can have the knee down if that's going to work better for you. The arm can come straight up or reach overhead. Eyes can be open or closed. And come back down to plank. And then come onto the knees if you need to do so in order to come into chaturanga. Lowering chest toward the floor, but not all the way down. Hovering, breathe, breathe. Good. Push into the hands. Come back into upward dog or cobra. If you're in upward dog, really press down into the hands. Get higher. Reach your chest forward, your shoulders back. And then curl the toes. Come back into downward dog. And then we'll just tuck that left hand under. And then just slide the hand as far forward as it'll go so that your entire back of your hand is on the ground. Relax the head down, nothing to see. And then bring the hand back down. We'll do the other one. Tuck the palm to face up and then slide the arm forward. Turn the hand, take a breath, and then walk the feet up to the hands. Tucking the chin, softening the knees, roll yourself up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hold up. Exhale, arms down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, and just stay folded. Bring weight evenly onto the feet so that you're not in the toes or the heels, in the center. And push the feet down and pull the thighs up, inhaling, exhaling, move the belly in. And then on your next exhale, experiment with how it feels to kind of press your heels wider. They're not actually going to move visibly, but you're going to imagine that you're pushing your heels out to the sides away from each other and just see if that makes some space in the sit bones and in the back. And then on your next inhale, roll up and reach up. Extend the arms down. Close the eyes. Feel the whole body breathing. And step the legs out to the side and bring the arms out to the side in a quiet pointed star. Feeling the breath originate at the center and come out into the 5 points. Feet the hands up. Exhaling back hand toward the center. And bend the left knee. Come onto the right toes. Open the eyes. Gaze at a spot in front of you. And then we're going to just tilt the star, lifting that right leg, dropping the left arm, flex the right foot, and then try to still breathe in that same star breath from the center out. The way a starfish breathes. And bring the leg down, keep it wide. Couple breaths. Bend the right knee and come up onto the left toes. Gaze at a spot in front of you, and then lift your left foot Drop your right arm, flex your left foot. Focus on that same breath. And bring the leg down. Clasp the hands behind you with the opposite thumb on the outside from what you did earlier. And if you don't remember, just do whichever one feels less natural. Roll the shoulders back, lift the arms up, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale and fold, lifting the arms, dropping the head. If you can bring the heels of the hands together, do that. And then we'll do that little trick with the heels again. Without moving them wider, press them wide. And release the clasp of your hands. Just send the arms back behind you. And lift yourself up. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands together, step together. The eyes closed. Feel your center. Feel the breath. Lift the toes and spread them wide and lower them back down. Release the arms. Shift weight into your left foot and bend your left knee. Notice how bending the knee really grounds that foot into the earth. And then see if you can play with the balance. So if you're all the way on the outer edge of your foot, maybe you need to come in a little bit. If you're all the way in the front of your foot, maybe you need to come back. Distribute the weight evenly on the bottom of your foot. And then we'll bring that right foot just above the left knee with that right foot flexed. And see if you can bend into that left leg even more. Now you can rest your hands with your right hand on your knee and your left hand on your foot, or you can hook your hand behind and bring them to your calf and try to fold forward. Every exhale, sink the ribs toward that right foot. And slowly lift up, return the right foot to the ground, palms face forward, breathe. Bend the right knee, feel the right foot really burrowing into the earth. Eyes are open but soft and focused. And the left ankle comes to rest above the right knee, flexing that left foot. And again, the hands can rest foot and knee. You can come into that triangle with the left arm and bring the hands to the leg. You can just let the arms hang down. Hold your body over. Think about your ribs dropping. Look at one spot and focus on your breath. And lift up. Bring the foot down. Palms forward. Take a breath in. Lift the shoulders to the ears. Exhale out of the mouth and drop them. And again, lift the shoulders, roll them up. Exhale out of the mouth, drop them down. One more. And then let the chin fall to the chest. And bend the knees and come all the way down back to hands and knees. So today, in addition to the half headstand, which I'm going to guide you through in a moment, I invite those of you who want to try a full headstand to do that, but not in the same way that we do the half. So you need to decide beforehand if you want to try the full headstand, because I'm going to give you a different instruction for your arms. So for those of you who are trying half, which I imagine is going to be most of you, your hands are going to be right under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, shoulder width apart. And you're going to walk your knees forward so that you can bring your head down at the apex of the triangle that's created between the hands and the head. If you're going to do a full headstand, you're going to bring your elbows to the ground, about shoulder width apart, interlace your fingers, and let the pinkies rest on the ground. So there's like a cup created with your hands, and it's not facing up and it's not facing toward you. It's kind of in between. If you're doing the full headstand, you're going to place your head kind of on the ground, but kind of in the cup of your hands. Now, for the rest of you, you're going to lift your knees and then walk your feet forward until you can rest your knees on the elbows, and then lift your feet off the ground. If you're positioned correctly, it's a very, very easy pose. It's not even an intermediate pose. If your hands and elbows and head are all lined up properly, it's as easy as standing on your feet. You just lift your knees. For those of you who are trying the full headstand, you're probably there already, but that obviously is harder. You really need to push down into your arms and then use your abdominal strength to get your feet off the ground. And then once your feet are off the ground, then you lift your legs in the air. I'm not going to do it because it's too much strain on my neck. I'm not supposed to do headstands. But whichever one that you're trying, remember that it's just a trying. You're using your breath and your awareness to stay centered and relaxed and really tuned in to the subtleties and refining maybe not as much what you're doing, but how you're approaching what you're doing so that you stay curious and relaxed. Since I can't see what you're doing, I'm going to assume that you've had enough of this and then invite you to all come out of it and fold forward into child's pose, letting the forehead rest on the ground, the arms rest on the ground, the palms face up. Really let it be restful. And then slowly lift yourself up and come onto your back. Lifting the tailbone, tucking it under. Release the legs, shake them out. Place an eye pillow on your eyes if you're using one. And just take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Sinking the body into the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Release the jaw. Let your lips stretch apart. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And then hold the activity of the mind. Giving your full attention now to the feeling of your breath. Locate your breath in your body and then let go of it. The breath is one of those few systems that works either automatically or without control. We've been controlling it and now we're going to let it stay. And on our health, just resting the mind and feeling the breath as fall on the head, truly long, as for slow, wherever it is. Yourself relax. Letting, letting, letting. Into your arms, the fingers on the toes, reach the arms overhead, take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock from side to side, feeling the ground massaging the back. And then come center, rub hand to hand as foot to foot. Roll over onto your side. Rest your head on your underside arm. Rest your body on the ground. Rest your mind. Whatever the moment is offering, breathing in, really stretching up the spine. Slowly make your way up to sitting, letting the head come up last, sitting any way that's comfortable. Sinking down to the sit bones, looking tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulder. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. And let it all go. Chin to the chest. And stay.